guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about what, in my opinion, are the best cruelty-free makeup brands. So I've been talking about making this video forever and you guys seem really interested, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Obviously we've been traveling for our honeymoon and all that stuff, but finally I'm just going to sit down and film this. So I brought my whole little bathroom makeup organizer thing in here to show you. So I'm basically just going to talk about all of the cruelty-free makeup brands that I love, and then I'm going to talk about my favorite product or maybe two products of that brand that I absolutely love. So just a disclaimer, obviously these are just the ones that I like. If you like other ones or you don't like these ones, I'm not trying to offend you. It's just these are the ones that I like and I think they're really great, and the list is also pretty extensive. I'll link a website below giving the whole list of all of the cruelty-free makeup brands. Not all of the products from all of these brands are vegan, but most of them are. Some of them are completely vegan brands, but they all are definitely cruelty-free. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know that I'm kind of making the transition from just cruelty-free makeup brands to cruelty-free, vegan, and all-natural, just to see what it does for my skin. My skin's not doing very well lately, so I'm hoping maybe if I just go with some all-natural brands it'll help, but I still really love these brands. I don't think it has anything to do with them, it's just my sensitive skin. So yeah, I guess let's just get into it. So these brands aren't going to be really in any particular order. I have the list on my phone, so if I'm looking down, I'm looking at the list just to make sure I don't forget anything. So like I said, I'm just going to talk about the brand and then my favorite products from that brand. So the first brand I want to talk about is Tarte, because Tarte I think is like one of the best makeup brands ever. I love Tarte so much. I have rarely ever tried a product from Tarte that I didn't absolutely love. So I actually have three different kinds of products from Tarte that I want to talk about. The first is their eyeshadow palettes. They have some amazing eyeshadow palettes. This is the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and the colors are just so beautiful. They're natural, there's some shimmer, some matte, and they're just really pretty. I've been wanting the Tartelette Toasted palette too. I've been really wanting that, but I just haven't gotten around to buying it. Also, obviously, the Shape Tape concealer. Everyone is obsessed with this. I feel like everyone has this. It's the best concealer I've ever used. It's super full coverage. It works really well. And then I also want to talk about their mascara. This is the Lights Camera Lashes mascara, and then they have the Lights Camera Splashes, which is the waterproof one, which I used for my wedding, which worked really well. Side note, I am still going to do my makeup tutorial of how I did it for my wedding. I just, again, haven't gotten around to it, but I will. Yeah, I really like this. I wear it all the time. It's not my favorite mascara ever. I will talk to you about my favorite mascara ever in a bit, but I still really like it. The next brand I'm going to talk about is It Cosmetics. It Cosmetics has a lot of really good products. I only recently started trying their stuff just because it is a really expensive brand, but my favorite by far is the CC cream. It has 50 SPF, which is awesome, especially for summertime because it is a CC cream. It's full coverage, but it's not super heavy, so it's really nice to have that SPF in a more lightweight thing, and it just looks really good on the skin. It goes really well and I love it a lot. I also use the It Cosmetics moisturizer, but I figured since that's more skincare product, I wouldn't talk about it here. The next brand I want to talk about is Anastasia Beverly Hills. I freaking love Anastasia Beverly Hills so much. This is another brand that is really expensive, and I only just recently, well, in the past year or two, I guess, bought their stuff because I just couldn't justify it because it was so expensive. But I'm realizing that these brands are expensive because they're really high quality, which is really awesome. So the best thing I think about Anastasia Beverly Hills is their eyeshadows. They have the most amazing eyeshadows, their palettes and their individuals. But this is the Soft Glam palette, which I freaking love so much. Those like orangey colors and the light pinks and mauves, those are totally the colors that I go for. Plus their packaging is really cool. It's like velvet. And then this is the Modern Renaissance palette, which may honestly be my favorite eyeshadow palette of all time. It's so pretty. The colors are just, I don't know if that's focused or not. They're just amazing and they stay on so well. They're super pigmented and these last like forever. It's like the best eyeshadow brand ever, I swear. And then I also, from Anastasia Beverly Hills, have their clear eyebrow gel, which doesn't look very clear anymore because I use it so much. I think it's almost empty, but it works really well for setting your brows. I used to have the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but I ran out of it and I don't use it anymore just because I have another one that I think works just as well that I'll talk about in a little bit. That's a drugstore brand, but I still really like those products too. The next brand I want to talk about is Too Faced, and Too Faced is one of those brands where I like some of their stuff, I love some of their stuff, and I really don't like some other stuff. But one thing that I do really love is their Hangover primer. I really, really like this face primer. It's super lightweight. It feels really, really nice on my skin. It smells really good. It's made with coconut water, probiotic-based ingredient, and skin revivers. I don't know exactly what that means, but it works really, really well. And these tubes are pretty big, so they last forever. And then there's also a Too Faced Hangover setting spray, which is probably my favorite setting spray ever, but I don't have any right now just because I have another one that I'm waiting to use up before I buy a new one of these. But really, really like their setting spray and this primer too. The next brand I want to talk about is Cover FX. So full disclaimer, I have only ever used one product from Cover FX, but I freaking love it, and it is their Perfect Translucent Setting Powder. This is in the shade Translucent Light. It is the best setting powder I've ever used in my whole life. It works so well. I used this for my wedding. A lot of the products that I've discovered through the YouTuber Cosmo by Haley. She has really similar skin to me, and I just love everything that she does, and she's a cruelty-free makeup artist, which is super cool. I'll tag her channel down below, but she loves this setting powder, and it's really expensive, so I never bought it. And then right before my wedding, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna splurge and I'm gonna buy it. So I bought the travel size one, and then I used that up, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna splurge again, and I bought the big one. But super worth it. It works really, really well. I love it. It keeps my makeup on really nicely. Next is Urban Decay. I feel like Urban Decay has been around forever, and like the naked palettes are just a thing. But I do have one naked palette I want to talk about, and that is the Urban Decay Naked Heat. I was never a fan of the colors in the other Naked Heat palettes just because they were kind of boring to me. They weren't anything interesting. I was never like a smoky eye kind of girl. But this Naked Heat palette has all of these oranges and really warm colors, which is what I always go for if I'm gonna wear eyeshadow. I don't really wear eyeshadow that often, but if I do, it's probably from this palette or one of the Anastasia ones. But these colors are just so pretty, and again, really high quality, stay on really nicely. The packaging is nice and heavy duty and thick, so I love that. And then I of course have to talk about the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I feel like everybody uses this too. Everyone loves it, and I do like it a lot. I think I like the Too Faced Hangover Setting Spray a little better, but I do really, really love this stuff. I used this for my wedding as well. It worked really, really well. Kept my makeup on all night. Next, I want to talk about Smashbox. So this is another brand that I've actually only tried one product from. Well, I guess I have two, but it's pretty much the same thing. And it's the Smashbox Photo Finish Primers. So this is the Photo Finish Foundation Primer right here, which I used this, actually I used both of these on my wedding day, but I used this one all over my face kind of. I definitely focus it more right here, but it works really well for pore minimizing. But this one is the Photo Finish Foundation Primer Pore Minimizing. So I did use this one on my wedding day over top this one, just right here, just to help keep things minimized and stay forever. But really, really like these primers. These are the travel size ones just because I don't wear primer every day. I don't like to clog my pores or use too much product on my face every single day. But if I am doing something throughout the day that I want my makeup to last forever, like on our honeymoon when we were running around Disney World and we were sweaty and gross, I used this every day and it worked really, really well. So I love these a lot. I haven't tried anything else from Smashbox before, but I've heard they have really, really good setting sprays and other primers and foundations and all that good stuff. I just haven't used them. Another brand that I haven't tried anything but this product, but I love it, is Stila, and this is their Matte and Metals eyeshadow palette. So this is the eyeshadow palette that I used on my wedding day, and I loved it. It was perfect. It has a lot of super soft neutral colors, a little bit of shimmer, a little matte, but they're just really, really pretty. I used this gold color all over my lid and it looked so perfect. I loved it. The packaging is super cute. I have heard that Stila has some of the best lipsticks or liquid lipsticks like ever, but I don't wear lipstick, so I don't know. But from everything that I've heard, this brand is really, really great for lipsticks and eyeshadows. I just have only ever tried this palette and I love it, so I figured I would mention them. Forgot to mention this in the beginning, but I was going to split it up into higher end and drugstore brands. So those are all the brands that are more expensive and more high end, and now I'm going to get into the more drugstore brands. So the first one, it's drugstore, more drugstore-y price, but I don't think you can buy it at a drugstore, and that's the Balm. My favorite product by the Balm is their highlighter. This is the Lou Manizer. It is so pretty. It's got like a really nice golden shimmer. It's not too sparkly, it's just really glowy and pretty. I love it. I also used to have the Balm eyeshadows, the Meet Matte eyeshadows, but I just didn't use them that much because they're like really basic colors that I already have in all these other ones that I talked about. But it was a really nice eyeshadow palette, and the eyeshadows worked really well. So I know a lot of people love them for that, their eyeshadows and their liquid lipsticks. A lot of people talk about the Balm lipsticks and they love them. So I definitely recommend the highlighter, and from what other people have said, I'd recommend the other products too. Then another brand that I don't think you can buy in an actual like drugstore setting like Walmart or anything, but you can buy them on Ulta and it's really affordable, is Colourpop. So there's two products I want to talk about from Colourpop, and that is this eyeshadow palette. I feel like I talk so much about eyeshadows, but a lot of these brands have really good eyeshadows. And then also their highlighter. So this is the Double Entendre eyeshadow palette. You can kind of tell what my style is in terms of colors. Super neutral with some warm tones. I like golds and taupes and oranges. So this is so pretty. I love this. And then this is their highlighter in Flexitarian, and it's super pretty because it's actually a cream highlighter, which I didn't realize when I bought it because it looks powdery, but it's actually more like, look at that. I just wiped my finger like barely any, and it's so pretty. I love it so much. I can't remember which one of these I used on my wedding day. It might have been both of them, honestly, but either way I love them both and would recommend them both to anyone. And Colourpop also apparently has really good lipsticks, so I definitely check them out if you're into lipsticks. But their prices are super affordable. I really want to try their concealer. Apparently they have a really good concealer too. There's so many makeup brands and so many products that I just haven't gotten around to trying them all, but really want to because I've heard good things. And now onto some drugstore brands that you can actually find in the drugstore. The first is e.l.f. I feel like e.l.f. is a classic. It's insanely affordable. I really don't understand it. A lot of their products are like $3, but they're really nice. So the two products that I want to talk about first is this foundation. It is their, I think it's called the Acne Fighting Foundation. It does not fight my acne whatsoever, I don't think, but it covers really well. I'm wearing it today. So it has a really nice color, and I've been using this for years. I love it so much. This is in the shade Porcelain. Not porcelain at all. It's actually a little too dark for me, but I still really like it, so it's really nice. And then I also really like their highlighter, actually. This is in the shade Moonlight Pearls. It's one of those ones, it's a baked highlighter, so you have to kind of scrape at the top to get to the color, but I mean, it's worth it. It's really not that big of a deal. You just have to scrape the top off, and then the color is really pretty. I don't even know if this is helping you guys at all, but I love it a lot. Those are the only three brands I use highlighters from, the ones I just listed, and I love them. They work really well. The next brand is NYX. So NYX is such a great brand. I know you can get it at Target, and I know you can get it at Ulta. I'm not sure what other stores have it now, but it's super affordable and really high quality. And my two favorite products from them are the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Taupe, which is literally just like the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. I'm not sure why anyone would spend almost $30 when you can spend, I don't know how much this is, like $12 or something, and it lasts the same amount of time. It works so well. The color is really nice. I wear it literally every single day, and I love it. And I also really love the NYX Wonder Stick. This one is in, I think it's 04, which is the universal one. So I've actually never touched the highlighter side. I don't know why. I should. It looks really pretty, but this is the only product I've ever used for cream contour. As you can tell, it's been used. It's so nice. It gives such a really nice color, especially for anyone that's pale. So cream contour can be a little too much on them. It's not on me. It's really nice. I don't have it on right now, so I don't know why I did that, but yeah, this is the only cream contour I've ever tried, and I'm not even sure I'd try another one because I really love it, and super affordable, which is A+ in my book. Another really great brand is Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild you can find literally anywhere. I used to think Wet n Wild was more like kid makeup, like hard candy almost, but then I started buying some of their products and they've gotten really good. And my favorite product from them, this is really gross, I'm sorry you have to look at it, is the Mega Glow Contouring Palette. As you can tell, I use this contour way too much. I have hit pan, way hit pan, but I still love it so much. The color, as you can tell, it's super ashy, so it's really good for not being orange. It's really great for light skin tones. I have never touched the highlighter side. I'm actually not even sure if it's a highlighter or if it's just a pressed like setting powder, but I really love the bronzer side. It's really pretty, super affordable for this huge thing. So then Physicians Formula. Again, Physicians Formula was kind of in the same boat for me as Wet n Wild, where I didn't think it was like a real makeup brand. Like I thought it was a joke, But then I started seeing people talk about the butter bronzer on YouTube, and I was like, why is everyone obsessed with Physicians Formula? I don't get it. Now I do. You guys have definitely heard me talk about this a million times. It smells like sunscreen and coconuts, and it smells amazing. It works so well. It's what I have on right now, and I use this on my wedding day. The color, so pretty. It's just the perfect golden glow. It's so pretty. I love it so much. Then the last beauty product brand I want to talk about, well, I guess they're all beauty products, but makeup, is Flower Beauty. You guys have also heard me talk about this a million times. This is their Zoom In Ultimate Mascara. It is my favorite mascara in the entire world. I have it on right now. It's so pretty and natural, and it goes on so well. It lasts forever. It never clumps. I feel really bad for anyone that has never tried this, because it is the best mascara ever, and it's so affordable. And I have the Better Than Sex mascara, and as you can tell, when I talked about Too Faced, I didn't even talk about it because I don't get the hype. I don't think it's that great. I'm just not into it. I really love this one. This is my top mascara. It works so well. It's amazing. You should go buy it and then thank me, because it's amazing. And then the last few brands I want to talk about are makeup related, but they aren't actually makeup. The first is brushes and like applicators, I guess. So my favorite makeup sponge of all time is the Japonesque one. I'm sorry, it's dirty. I haven't washed it since I used it this morning, but this one is amazing. As you can tell, it's huge, so it works really, really well to like cover a lot of space. It's pretty affordable. I know you can buy it at Ulta because that's where I buy it, but I'm not sure if you can buy it anywhere else. I've heard really good things about the other Japonesque like actual sponge or brushes. I've just never used them, but their sponge is amazing. And then for actual makeup brushes, my favorite brand of all time is EcoTools. I love EcoTools. I have had these brushes forever, and they are my favorite by far of any I've ever tried. This is just a big fluffy one. I use it for bronzer. This is a bigger fluffy one that I use for my setting powder, and then I really like this little one for highlighter. And yeah, I love them so much. I'm looking at them right now. I also have the e.l.f. brushes, which I like a lot, but I just don't use them as much. I just really, really like the EcoTools ones. And then finally, for makeup removal, I figured I could talk about that. I have been loving this Clove Hallow makeup melt. So I've never tried the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm because Clinique isn't cruelty free, but I've heard amazing things about it, and I really wish that it was cruelty free so I could try it. But I'd imagine it works very similar to this. If you probably can't even see it because it's white, but it's also pretty much gone. I love it so much. It works really, really nicely to take all of your makeup off. It feels good. I don't feel like it clogs up my pores or makes me feel gross. It's made with coconut oil, almond oil, sunflower seed wax, some cool stuff. This is one of the first natural beauty brands that I've tried lately, and I really love it. I do have their concealer, but I haven't used it that much, so I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about it. But I did wear it today, and I think it looks really good. So bonus, I really like this concealer as of now. But I would definitely recommend this Clove Hallow makeup remover melt if you're looking for a good makeup remover. It's really nice. And then that's all the brands that I wanted to talk about that I've personally tried, but I did want to mention a few that I plan on trying soon just because I've heard really good things about them and I just haven't gotten a chance to try them. And that is Milk Makeup, Glossier, Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, and Kat Von D. Those are 4 that I've heard really good things about. They're kind of expensive and I haven't gotten around to trying them, but if you tried them, let me know if you like them down below. Same with all of these brands, what some of your favorite brands and products are, and you know, tell me what you're into. And especially if you're into more all-natural makeup brands, let me know which ones you love. I've heard good things about 100% Pure and Au Naturel and Vapor Beauty. Again, I just haven't gotten around to trying them, but I'm gonna try them soon. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video and found it helpful. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!